Woj just dropped an absolute nuke on us as I was, getting ready to go to the beach, packing everything up, get the day off from school tomorrow, think I've got all my videos pre-recorded, and then all of a sudden the Cavs go out and trade for Donovan Mitchell. This is like the most unexpected move I think that could have possibly popped up on my Twitter feed. Danny Ainge goes out, completely rebuilding. They're starting from scratch, but the Cavs are going to be really, really good. Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and now Donovan Mitchell. They have to give up 5 first-round picks. That means Danny Ainge has brought in 11 future first-round picks this offseason in exchange for Royce O'Neal, Rudy Gobert, and Donovan Mitchell. He also gets back Lauri Markkanen and Ochai Agbaji, and then Colin Sexton, who is signing to a 4-year, $72 million deal as part of the sign-and trade. So yeah, this is crazy. We're going to be talking about this. This is my raw reaction. So make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button. Now let's go ahead and get started looking at the trade. Literally was switching my shampoo out from the main bottle to the travel bottle, packing everything up, and then I get the Woj bomb. Donovan Mitchell to Cleveland for 3 first-round picks as well as 2 pick swaps. Lauri Markkanen, Ochai Agbaji, absolute Cavaliers legend, by the way. Thank you for your service. Absolute GOAT. One of the best Cavs to ever do it. And then Colin Sexton is going to Utah as well. So that's a very good package in return. Of course, Donovan Mitchell, a very, very good player. Some people were thinking 8 first-round picks for Mitchell. Like, what? The Knicks might have dodged a bullet. We'll talk about that later. And, yeah, Danny Ainge may have fleeced some more teams this year with the Timberwolves and the Cavs. But, hey, when you're a small market team, you got to go out. You got to take your shot. And they get their guy in Donovan Mitchell in exchange for these 3. And, honestly, it makes the Cavs a lot better compared to last year. Now, this guard duo is going to absolutely light the NBA up on fire. We've seen Darius Garland as one of the best facilitators in the league, averaging around 8 assists per game last year. And that was when his second-best player was like Jared Allen. Now he's got a superstar who, by the way, Garland averages 21 a game. Mitchell averaging 26 a game on very good percentages coming in to share the rock. I think this is going to be fantastic. On the offensive side of things, at least. Defensively, it's a little rough, but that's why the 3, the 4, and the 5 are going to go out there, and we'll talk about that later. That's where all the defense is going to come from. But the offense is coming from these 2 guys, and I think it's going to be one of the most fun duos to watch in the NBA. Colin Sexton is so underrated. Or not Colin Sexton. What am I talking about? Darius Garland. Sorry, I can't even think. And then you got Donovan Mitchell. These 3, the trio is going to be amazing for the next few years. A big 3 in Cleveland that is on the rise. Donovan Mitchell, established superstar. Darius Garland is going to take the leap this year to become a NBA superstar. And Evan Mobley, he's on his way soon. As a big man, as long as he avoids injuries, he's going to be a superstar before long. I think all 3 of these guys. Cleveland's good. I'm very excited for this Cleveland team future. This is great. I mean, this is the first news that we've actually gotten in the NBA in like 2 months. It's been rough just repeating, copy and pasting the same video over and over. But hey, we finally got some new news, and the Cavs are going to be finals contenders. Now, well, maybe not finals contenders, but they're going to be dang good out of that Eastern Conference. And my Hornets still haven't made a move. Like I said, the Cavs are going to be so much better. When you look at this, it's essentially from last year, Lauri Markkanen for Donovan Mitchell, because Colin Sexton did not play for the Cavs at all last year, or he did for like 9 games. Ochai Agbaji, of course, the rookie, did not play at all. And the centerpiece of the trade is the 5 picks that you're giving up. So you're giving up Markkanen for Donovan Mitchell when you look at last year's squads. And I think for the Cavs, obviously that's a huge dub. I think this is kind of a win-win trade right now because the Jazz get to rebuild. The Cavs, they get their guy. They get to go out and compete. This is going to be the best they've been since LeBron left, without a doubt. The big question, though, is if Donovan Mitchell wants to be in Cleveland. He's locked up through 2025. Then he's got a player option. But that's, essentially that's the biggest question. He is a superstar. He wants to be on the big stage. Is Cleveland big enough for him? I'm not sure. Averaged 26 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, 5.3 assists. I'm not sure if it's big enough for him. I don't know. We got to hear his opinion on it, of course. But another thing that this opens up possibility for, Would LeBron James want to come back after his Laker days are over and try to go get one more championship for Cleveland if Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Jared Allen, if all these guys are still there? Would LeBron want to return and ring chase one more time? Here's a look at the lineup. Of course, you got the backcourt duo of Garland and Donovan Mitchell. It's automatically one of the best backcourts in the NBA. I mean, without a doubt. Top 5, probably. I mean, of course, you got Steph and Clay. But yeah, that's a top 5 backcourt in the NBA right now. Isaac Okoro, he's going to be providing the defense there because those two guys, that was a carry and a half. Those two guys are going to be, the primary offensive guys, like I said. And then you've got Okoro, you've got guys like Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, locking down the paint, but that can also defend on the perimeter. You've got 2 7-footers out there at the same time. That's the beauty of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley playing together. They can defend the perimeter or the paint at the same time, both being 7 foot tall. That's where all your length is coming from in this lineup. And it's going to be able to cover up the fact that Mitchell, a smaller guard, Garland, the same thing. That's going to be able to cover that up. The bench kind of takes a hit here. Losing projected guys like Ochai, Colin Sexton, and then I think I had Larry Markkinen on the bench. But you still have guys like Ricky Rubio, who they bring back, and Karis LeVert. That's a very good backcourt off the bench. Jetty Osman, very solid player there at the backup 3. Lamar Stevens, Kevin Love even. So it's a serviceable bench. Can definitely get the job done to get you into the playoff race, playoff hunt. And I think it's going to be good enough for that. The biggest winner of this trade, is it the Knicks? I don't think so. I mean, the Knicks might have dodged a bullet, but they have Jalen. They're just confusing right now. Is Donovan Mitchell the biggest winner of this trade? Probably not. I mean, he gets out of Utah, but he goes to another small market team in Cleveland. I think the biggest winner right now, obviously the Cavs, because they're championship contenders. But don't sleep on what Danny Ainge has done this summer for the Utah Jazz. You see all the picks he's got there. The only first that he doesn't have, he has all his firsts. Okay, I was wrong. He has all of his firsts. Actually, no, he doesn't have one in 2024, but he has all the picks you see at the top of the screen there, 2027, 2026, 2025, and 23, as well as 11 more that he brings in this offseason, and it's going to be a good rebuild up in Utah. I can feel it. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. That's kind of my raw reaction. Y'all let me know y'all's thoughts down in the comments below. Kind of crazy. If more details emerge, of course, I'm not going to be able to put them in. But hopefully this video goes up at like 4:45. It's 4:08 currently. The news broke literally like 20 minutes ago. So I got this together in record time. But yeah, if you did enjoy, make sure to like button, subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah.